Well, here at Overly Vast Nurseries, it seems like our lavenders are becoming more and more popular all the time. We grow several different sorts, of course, but the so-called English lavender is probably the most popular of all the ones that we grow. And of those, we really like this nice compact growing selection that's called Lavandula SuperBlue. Here's one that only grows about 10 to 12 inches high by maybe 15 or sometimes 20 inches wide, a little wider rather than tall. We like the fact that it's hardy, it's moderately vigorous, it produces lots of this bright kind of silvery greenish foliage, and then of course when it flowers, it's got these gorgeous deep purple flowers that when they open release a wonderful fragrance that not only us but also butterflies and pollinating insects enjoy too. Keeps on flowering well through the season and is really just a really good performing variety. What's interesting about it is that it was raised in the Netherlands by Bol Horticulture, and they released it in 2005, and since then it's won numerous awards. But also what was really interesting for me was to find out that when Richard Hawkey did a study of lavenders over a 7-year period at the Chicago Botanic Gardens, looked at many different varieties. This particular variety, SuperBlue, was one of the ones that he selected as one of the top performers in this compact growing type. So it pretty much bore out what we were seeing here on the nursery. Now if you want to grow lavenders, there's a couple of things that I need to point out here. The first is that they love to grow in a nice open sunny position. They literally can take all the sunlight that you can throw at them. The other thing that's important to mention is that they really do best when they're in sharply draining conditions. Sandy, rocky, gravelly places are ideal, and preferably on a raised bed, something like a rockery or a bank or a hillside, somewhere where they're able to get their crown up out of wet ground, particularly after snow melt. Now when I'm growing lavenders at home in my garden and planting new ones, I usually go deliberately and create a mound. I mound up the soil and then plant the lavenders in the top of the mound. I find that helps to aid the drainage and helps to keep the crown extra dry, particularly, as I say, in springtime or in periods of heavy rain. I also tend to go in fairly frequently when I see that a large proportion of the flowers are going over. I am about 60-70% of them when they start to turn brown. I'll go in with a pair of hedging shears or pruners and they cut all the flowering stems off. Cut them back fairly hard, not deep down inside the crown to the brown wood, but I keep out here where it's still green and I give them a good haircut all over. That removes the flower heads and then encourages them to make new fresh growth from inside the crown that then comes out and of course produces new flower stems that will then keep the flowering going on through the rest of the summer and into the autumn time. I also treat them with lime. They like a pH that's around 6.57 up to about 8 if you're looking at a pH scale, and then I find that they really do very well. So if you're looking for a nice compact growing, hardy, fairly vigorous variety that produces lots of these gorgeous, beautiful purple flowers, then I suggest you look at growing something like this one, which is called Lavandula SuperBlue.